everyone, welcome to Tarot and Nails, or welcome back. I'm going to do a quick reading here for the collective. All my readings are timeless, so when you stumble upon this is when you're meant to hear it. Please like, share, and subscribe if this reading resonates with you. That was terrible. All my decks are also pre-shuffled, but sometimes I feel inclined to just give it a quick shuffle. Okay. What does the collective need to know at this time? Man, cards are just flying out. I see the Four of Cups. Okay. And then you've got the Page of Swords in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. All right. So I'm trying to do this in the order that they came out. Four of Cups, Page of Cups, Three of Swords, Knight of Coins, the Empress, Three of Cups in the reverse, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Three of Wands. A lot of threes here. There's definitely a third party involved. You could also be experiencing a lot of communication, downloads, realizations. I see a lot of you communicating long distance with someone, perhaps out of the country, a confidant, someone that, you know, you trust. I see a lot of phone calls, text messages. Okay, so I've got the Four of Cups and the Page of Cups. So you or someone else could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. However, at this time, you're being drawn to like pastel colors, and bringing that kind of into your environment and into your life. A lot of you might paint or do something creative in some way. Maybe you also sell paintings or what you actually create, but it's something with your hands. A lot of you could also be like decorating a child's room or something to do with the home, the hearth. This could also be a business that you're opening, something that, you know, is a hobby that you turned into some sort of revenue stream here. I'm really feeling like a lot of you, you're adopting maybe mantras, or you're really into speaking things into existence at this time. You're meditating and then you're expressing yourself vocally. Pisces could also be strong in your chart, or someone that you're connecting with, but I feel like for a lot of you, that's you. A lot of you might be drinking at this time. Not in, you know, I don't see this like, you know, your life spiraling out of control or anything, but it's definitely something that is very present in your life. If it's not alcohol, it's like tea, something that you're using to kind of help you with your emotions. You want to stay in this very emotionally grounded place, and when you start to deviate from that, I'm getting that you really get upset. You have found a really good balance in your head to process this Three of Swords here, because it's in the upright. So you're processing. You're still in the stage of processing. You're not healing from it yet, but you're going to be very soon. I feel like the third party is there could also be two people instead of just one. I'll get to that in a second. Let me finish with your energy here. Yeah, when you're getting these downloads, you're really isolated. You're in this tranquil place. You're meditating a lot, doing yoga, Pilates. You might be looking to that as like a revenue stream as well. You might be, you know, creating content, or you know, writing down. I see a lot of you like journaling, writing down things that you want to create, like vision boards. You might be using Pinterest or other platforms to kind of visually express your vision is what I'm getting. A lot of you are just in this incredibly creative place, which is awesome. It feels like really, really good, like really healthy. Despite what you're going through, you know, despite what's happened to you, you are handling it in a really, really good way. You're still open to romance, you know, you're not bitter. I see that you're really, really connecting with both sides of yourself, you know, the dark side, the light side, the masculine, the feminine. Right now you're in a very feminine, creative energy. And, you know, see, she's got the paint jug right there. It's also giving me like tea, herbal teas is something you might be getting interested in if you're not already. Definitely a beverage of some kind. This could also be, like I said earlier, alcoholic drinks. You might be hosting a lot of parties. You might have recently installed a bar in your home or at work. You might have invested something to almost like put them on display is what I'm getting. They may not necessarily be for sale, but it's definitely something that you're showcasing. There's a lot of growth here for you. Now, this Three of Swords hit you like a truck, out of left field. You didn't know this was going to happen. I think previously you were in a celebratory mode before this news came out, before you discovered. I think a lot of you discovered this yourself. It wasn't broadcasted to you for most of you. It wasn't someone, you know, getting your attention and saying, hey, so-and-so is doing this. Do you know about it? They don't confess, you know, they were never going to vocalize this if you had not discovered it. They were never, you know, they were the type that was like, oh, if it's an omission, it's not a lie. They may have even said that, but they had no intention of coming forward, none. Before this, which I think is also why this was, you know, crazy, crazy news. You got the Three of Wands in reverse. 33 might be important. 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. Might be waking up at 3 a.m. You might be seeing synchronicities of 3:33. Yeah, you were in a celebratory phase, you know, season before this info is known to you. You may have even been on a vacation with this person. You may have celebrated vows. You may have gone to someone else's wedding or recently had yours. Planning a wedding. There was definitely festivities. You were definitely having a lighthearted time in life, and that's why this is so shocking to you. I feel like if this has happened or similar situations have happened in the past, it was, you know, a lot of fighting. I don't see that. I don't even think you fought with this person. This was not a relationship that was abusive, in that you were not physically abused, you were not emotionally abused. You felt really safe with this person. So that's why this is so difficult, because from your perspective, there was nothing wrong in the relationship. This person never brought anything up to your attention. It's just something you're piecing together, but you're handling it in a really, really healthy way at this time, which I would encourage you to continue to do as far as all of you know, the creativity. I think what happens with you here is, you know, you were putting all of this creative, fun-loving energy into your life with this person, and then as soon as they betray you, you just kind of remove them from the equation. You take these knives out and you start using them as paintbrushes. You start using them as creative juice and ideas, and you're really not internalizing this. You're not blaming yourself, which is really great. I think this other person is having a dark night of the soul. They are in a very dark place, but your energy is light and breezy. Despite what you're going through, you're not having a breakdown, which is totally acceptable and normal. You're not doing that though, which is great to see that your energy is capable of bouncing back from this. You're not internalizing it. You're not responding in a toxic way to yourself, which is really good. So I'm really getting that for some of you, this third party could also have been a fourth party, like a third and a fourth. So there's two additional, you know, people involved in this connection. But for a lot of you, it is just one person. And this person is a very practical, earthy energy. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. I'm getting pretty heavy Taurus vibes. So this person has a lot of darkness to them. They are very cold and calculative, which you are not. You are the opposite of that, which is why your ex here is having this dark night of the soul. They're not doing well at all, and we'll get into that. We'll looking to see how they're doing. But the third party or third parties are in the upright. Oh my god. Okay, so the camera just died. And I got through the rest of the reading and then went to stop it and then realized that it just cut like 10 minutes in. So let me move some of the stuff here. Okay, so I think I was talking about this third party here. Yeah. So like I was saying, this person, everything that they touch dies. Like they are represented by a lot of green energy here. Like they're surrounded by green. This is them as well. The Empress in reverse did clarify the Empress. So this person or people have the ability to kind of go into situations and really try to make things grow. And that's how they appear to be. However, everything that they touch dies. Everything that they try to grow, like I feel like this person's apartment or house is full of a bunch of dead plants. They're just not warm and nurturing. That's not in their nature. They're cold, they're calculative. So all of this is a facade. They're not capable of growing things. They're not this Empress energy. That's you. You're the creative. You're capable of, you know, taking something and making it with your hands and making it your own and making money off of it and, you know, just being in a really creative, good space. They're not capable of that, which is why they're, you know, the clarifier here is the Empress in reverse. So there is still green in this card, if you notice. However, it is in the reverse. This person's world is crumbling down. This whole event has put your ex in a dark night of the soul. It has made this person or these people recognize and face themselves, face their own demons. This person really thought, this third party here, this third party, which doesn't have to be an earth sign, but it very well could have been, I'm getting like I said, I think Taurus vibes, pretty heavy. Virgo also, Capricorn could be as well. This person really thought that they could weasel their way into this relationship. Like I said, they may have known your partner for 8 to 10 years. This might be something that goes back to the childhood. We've got the 6 of Cups here, so they could have known your ex for a long time. However, they thought that they could manipulate the situation, and they thought they could strategize and basically take your place. They were trying to replace you, and they genuinely thought that your ex was going to kind of welcome them with open arms, that they were going to shift their perspective and create this life with you, you know, have a happy home, all this stuff. That's not what they got. What they got was ghosting. You know, this person left them, didn't talk to them anymore. Your ex has really gone within. They're depressed. They're, you know, having dark thoughts. They are not entertaining this person anymore. And they may have had, like, your ex and this person may have had, like, some sort of, like, promise or plan. If, you know, they ended up alone, they would be together. And this person took it the wrong way. Completely the wrong way. This person is losing everything. There, you've got the Fortune and the 10 of Swords clarifying this person. They are losing everything. If this is 10 endings, this person is feeling betrayed, even though it was their incorrect perception, because they genuinely thought that your ex was going to, like, basically run to them with open arms and then just replace you with them. So they're betrayed because they feel like they should be in your spot. That's how they always felt. And they're now penniless. They are having difficulty financially, which I don't think they were before. You can see, you know, she's wearing this gold coin here. Like, she clearly, you know, thought she was better suited to him than you. But she's in a state of crisis. She's in a complete state of crisis. Let me just take these off of here because they're distracting me. We'll get to these once I finish explaining everything or re-explaining everything. Sorry guys, I did not know that would happen. But yeah, she's in a complete state of crisis right now. She is having to face how she behaved. and that all of her viewpoints about this future with this man is not going to happen because she has recognized that, you know, he doesn't want her. She's gone into hermit mode. This haunted house represents crisis in this deck, and it's in the reverse. And then, you know, 3, 6, 9 is very important. Lots of threes, maybe seeing 33, 3, 3, 6, 9 might be significant. 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. You might be having dreams. She might be having dreams or nightmares. But she's definitely feeling alone and isolated in this house. Like, she might have a lot of money or wealth, but she's in hermit mode because she feels betrayed. She didn't expect this to go this way. She had this whole strategy, and that's just her personality. She has this whole strategy where she was going to come in and it was going to work. Maybe it's worked before. Like, I feel like this isn't her first rodeo. I feel like this is something that she's done before. At the very least, she's been planning this for a really long time. But yeah, you got up out of there. You were like, yeah, no, I'm going to do my own thing. I don't want anything to do with these people. Now your ex, like I said, they're in a really bad place. Their whole world is upside down. They have had a really hard time with this. They are in deep regret because you may have been out of their league, like way out of their league. I feel like all of you are very, very, very attractive. You have great hair. Not that there's not more to you than your hair, but this person is really, really, really kicking themselves and full of regret. They're hysterical. You were very, very out of their league, and they got this big head when the two of you met up and started, you know, really connecting. They kind of elevated themselves in their own mind, but now that you're not by their side, they are having to face the truth of their situation, and how they ruined it and how they changed into this other person throughout this whole relationship. They kind of transformed. So I feel like you have had, you will have justice in this situation, specifically, which you already are. I mean, you're already ascending and elevating. You're doing all these amazing things. This is, you know, in my 20 plus years of being a tarot reader, the first time I've ever seen someone react this way to a betrayal, to a third party love triangle, if you will. That's what these people are trying to create. But you've handled it with, you know, style and grace, and you've turned all that energy, you've transmuted it into creative energy. You know, like I see you doing a lot of painting or creative projects, or just being really zen and really happy. And that's a phenomenal way to react to this situation. And it definitely helped bring the karma for these two people, your ex and the third party or third parties, in much faster. If you do have to go to court, know that you will win. Everyone will see this from your perspective. This is going to be something that's a very cut and dry case. They're going to recognize immediately that you were in the right, and that this person is an adulterer. And I feel like if you do end up going to court, this third party is going to act a fool. She's going to say some dumb shit. After you walk away from this, you're at the 8 of Cups in reverse. So I see you walking away from this. And then even moving, if you share, you know, a residence or used to, you know, definitely staying with friends, family, getting your own place, your own apartment, your own condo, but not being guarded anymore. And that's something else that's like revolutionary about your energy, is that a lot of people would have taken what happened and become bitter or become jaded or mistrusting and not open to love. But your energy is radiating this romantic, you know, pink is romantic, purple is creative. You're radiating this beautiful energy that is creating a lot of opportunities for you because you're not guarding yourself anymore. And I think a lot of you felt like you couldn't be yourself around your ex. They were very, they cut you down. You didn't feel like you could emotionally, mentally, or spiritually just exist and be you. They were a very deeply insecure person, something that you could not help. I feel like you came from polar opposite ends of the spectrum as far as life, your looks, what you do for a living. Every aspect was totally polar opposites. You didn't feel accepted by this person's friends or family. You just feel overall better. You just feel better without them, and they feel worse without you. But they were definitely a very oppressive person, but they weren't physically violent is what I'm getting. They weren't verbally abusive. That's also why this was so shocking and so difficult for you to see coming, because it wasn't like you had arguments or battles, or, you know, there wasn't anything extremely negative going on in your relationship, which was why this came as such a surprise. But just know if this does go to court, you will win. Everything will be in your favor. You might even be able to get this annulled if it was a marriage, if that's what you're looking for. But just know their world is upside down. They're not doing well. There definitely might be self-harm going on with this person. There's lots of threes. So many threes. Three is definitely going to be of significance. But yeah, this third party is in crisis. They are completely beside themselves that this occurred and went down this way. They may have put something in your significant or your ex's drink. I'm getting for a lot of you, this person may have had help here with this Page of Wands. Like if, say they went to a bar or somewhere that was considered public, this person is their friend and they don't act like it. Like you wouldn't know that the bartender was necessarily friends with this person. Like even if they were, you know, across the bar from each other, they weren't acting like they knew each other. And I think that this person may have helped this third party poison your ex. They definitely put something in a drink. Yeah, this third party is cray-cray. I would definitely, there's definitely a warning to keep your guard up as far as this individual and possibly your ex as well, but more this third party. Just, you know what they look like, you know their habits to some extent. So don't just kind of, you know, blow this off as if it's something that like this person wouldn't do, because they're in such a bad state mentally. They're very unstable. So I don't see a lot of like violent tendencies like coming at you, but just know that this person's thought process is really not good, and just be aware when you're out. And then let's see, what did we get? So you are doing your life's purpose right now. Whatever is bringing you joy, like I said, definitely like someone that is like painting or drawing or something to do with drinks. You might be doing like coffee or tea or herbal teas, or if you drink alcohol, you might be drinking a lot at this time and you might be creating new drinks. You may have also gotten a bar installed in your home. There's definitely some sort of creativity around beverages at this time, but just know whatever you're doing right now that's giving you all this peace and all this zen is your life purpose and is what you're supposed to be doing. And the good thing about this ex is that they led you to your life purpose. I think a lot of you thought this life purpose was going to include them. You didn't recognize that it wasn't. But you have, you know, forgiven everyone, which is why you're also in such a great place. You've forgiven yourself for staying with this person for so long. You're forgiving, you know, your ex for what they did, the betrayal that they, you know, bestowed upon you. And you're also forgiving this third party or third parties. Yeah, it says, I forgive myself, I am forgiven, forgiveness. Yeah, you're definitely not holding on to anything. You're not wishing ill will. You just don't care. And, you know, sometimes the best response is no response. So, and then serendipity. Yeah, you are in such a great energy. And you've got the gardener as well. It's over here. So right now at this time, you're planting all of these creative seeds for yourself for them to grow into the future. You're really investing a lot in yourself. And I think you were doing this before in this relationship. You were investing in this person. And then once they betrayed you, you just took that energy that you were investing in the relationship and in the life you were building with this person and invested it in yourself and those around you. But for most of you, it's primarily focused on yourself because you know you can trust yourself, right? So you've done a really good job of planting these seeds in the future. You're in this really blissful, happy place. You're feeling like everything is aligned and you've honestly never felt better. You've got this luminosity card as well. You're really in alignment. You're really vibing high. You're doing everything correctly and in alignment with your life purpose. And then this person, this third party, was also able to give you sexual freedom as well as emotional freedom from them. A lot of you might be, you know, dating, casually dating, doing things like that where it's nothing serious. You don't want anything like super heavy. You really just want to focus on yourself and like the lightness and everything that you have in your life. This person, because of all of their criticisms, you now have this emotional freedom to be yourself. You'll even notice, I think a lot of you, your speaking voice will change. You're realizing how much you actually changed for this person to kind of suit their ideals, or I don't think you really realized it was coming from a deep-rooted insecurity, but this person, your ex, was so insecure that they really just projected all of that onto you. Overall, you just feel significantly better than you did with this person. I think I covered everything. Sorry, it's hard to do a reading like backwards. Let me know if this resonated with you, and drop a comment as well as like, share, and subscribe. And I love you all. I will see you next time. Bye.